Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and to the Wheel of Prompts. I'm really excited to do this. So if you didn't catch yesterday's video, basically this is a prompt challenge that I am introducing that I used to partake in and had a lot of fun doing. Basically, it involves using 3 words to inspire a piece, and one of those words will be a setting, one of those words will be an emotion or a feeling, and then one of those words is completely random. And what I found is when I partook in this prompt challenge, it really inspired a lot of creativity and interesting ideas behind a page and just different approaches to pages. So I just thought I would put this prompt challenge out there. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to spin the wheels to generate our words, and then have a look through my own books and see if I can find anything that may work for the challenge or how I might choose to approach this challenge. So what you can see is I have got a wheel set up. I've got one set up for each of our prompts, and if you want any additional words on there, you can think of anything that would fit, like additional settings or emotions or feelings or even some random words, please feel free to list them down below, and I will do a big update as I add to and remove from the wheels. So what will happen is I will spin each of these wheels, generate our words, and this is going to be a monthly prompt challenge, but because I am starting this in the middle of the month, this prompt challenge will actually go until the end of May. So you've got a while to do this one. It's not a short turnaround April one. April's already busy enough for me as is, so you've got till the end of May with this one. So let's see what we're colouring. So I'm going to start by shuffling this a couple of times, and then let's spin for a setting. Okay, circus. I'm already just racking my brain of what do I have that involves a circus. Okay, so we will remove that one from the list. And then if I remove that, I want to switch to, it's going very slow today. Oh, we did setting. Computer well. Vibes. So this is our emotion or feeling that we're trying to create on the list. So 3 shuffles, and then let's spin. Ooh, powerless. Okay. So I'm already thinking about any sort of circus pages that involve maybe like creatures performing scary tricks, or you know, something, maybe there was a ringmaster that took control, like just lots of different stories. But the one that often screws us up is the random word. So let's see what the random word is today. So a couple of shuffles and a spin. Soda pop. I nearly removed this one because I've had soda pop before and it really screwed me over. But that's okay. Cool. So our 3 words are circus, powerless, and soda pop. So I'm going to go through my colouring books. I've already got a couple of ideas in mind of how I might approach this page. And I'll just show you sort of what I might take from this, and hopefully it'll inspire something within you. Alright, so I have gone through a bunch of my books and I've just found some images that I think I could work for this prompt. I'm not obviously going to do all of these. I will do one that I choose, but I pulled these all out to sort of show you some ideas of how you can interpret this, and hopefully you'll see some different ways to maybe think about the prompt, but also how to approach colouring books and creativity in general. The idea of this prompt is to inspire creativity. So I'll start with Joanna Bedford and Worlds Within Worlds, because this has a wonderful little scene here of a camel with a circus on their back, which obviously very easily fits our prompt because we've got circus. And so my idea is that you could add to this page, because there's so much spare space in that background, of making it look like they're either being submerged in soda or that in a soda bottle or something like that. So it's a world within a world again. Another way is to add like bubbles, like soda bubbles, or even using the caps of soda caps to place down and trace around to create some sort of dimension in the background. So that's using like the actual soda caps rather than implementing an actual bottle of soda or some interpretation of a soda bottle. The other thing as well, of course, is if you wanted to try it, like I'm kind of curious to try painting with soda, see what happens. You never know. So that could be a really fun experiment to try. You might want to try that one on a PDF. Who knows how it'll turn out. Might be a bit sticky, but could be fun. And then obviously we need the little fear element. So my idea was you could actually have like characters, like draw in little characters that are like flying off this camel or something, or hanging off the camel, because obviously the circus moves, and if you've got performers, they're going to be, you know, trapeze artists, and maybe they go flying everywhere and practice by bungee jumping off this camel. So it's like a really interesting way to sort of reinterpret a page that's there and just add to a page. Like this string down here, this is perfect for just hanging a little person off, and I just do it in like silhouette form with like a little black pen and just have like a little rough shape that sort of looks humanoid added to the page if I was to do that. So that was one option that I thought of. Another book that has quite a few different circus options is, of course, Lulu Mayo. So I pulled out 1,000,000 llamas. I also have 1,000,000 sweet things and 1,000,000 ocean creatures. I believe that, like, a number of these books, circus is a common theme. In fact, there's multiple circus pages in here. So very, very clear circus overarching theme. And then these little cups, I could see very easily just using a black pen and doing some swishes up and turning that into a soda bottle. So there's your cup, there's your soda. And then the thing for fear was, I was like, well, you could pick out a couple of these. So like this little character here going up in the balloon, using a fine black pen and just doing a couple of little eyebrows on the side to give it more of a, oh my gosh, I'm going high face. And then suddenly you've got a little bit of fear represented too, because, you know, trapeze artists and artisans that go and do all those dangerous tricks, that's scary. So yeah, that was another one that would be quite easy to sort of customize to fit the prompt. And now we start to get into some of the more odder interpretations, because that's the fun thing about this prompt is that you can really go out there and find pages. So in Fedorables we have this spooky little ghost girl here. So obviously this would hit our fear concept, because scary and invoke fear, maybe she's also fearful. And because you've got this little graveyard in sort of like a silhouette form, it would be really cool to also add in like a circus tent outline in the background too. That would also give you your circus. And then because her little tail comes to a point down here, you could also draw it coming from a soda can. You know, maybe her spirit is trapped in a soda can from people littering at the circus, and now she haunts the circus where she's trapped because the patrons are littering. You can come up with really fun stories like that. I just really like doing that, and I'm very much leaning towards her at the moment just because I really liked that little story I came up with. So with owls, this one here, this is another odd one. So we have nothing on here that really at first glance is in with the theme. But I saw the little hat and it reminded me a lot of Ringmaster circus hats. And I was like, okay, maybe he's the ringmaster of the circus and everything here is clockwork because he's so focused on timing. Like every show has to hit every minute and he runs the circus really tightly on schedule, and that can be really like daunting and scary to be under, but also maybe for him it's a sense of like panic, if it's a fear if the circus does not run on time. And so a lot of these sort of steampunky elements kind of remind me a little bit about bottle caps. It would be very easy to convert any of these little cogs into a bottle cap. I think off the top of my head, these ones here, these were very easily, they could be bottle caps. And then Circus with the story, and you could also do stripes in the background as well, like a circus tent, to help fill that out. Even this looks like a little mini circus tent. So it does work. It's just a different way to approach a page, and it gives it a really interesting story. And this is a book that I, apart from like one little felt tip doodle, I also have not worked in here. So I'm kind of thinking our scary steampunk circus ringleader could be a cool page as well, because again, it's the story and the concept. And then we have the Gothic Fantasy Special. So Carousel and Tears. I don't know, Giastra in La Crime. I hope I pronounced that right. So obviously we've got a carousel here, so very easily Circus. She looks very upset and scared, so I feel like fear's also covered. And what I thought could be a really fun thing to do, and something that I've always wanted to practice doing, is on these little carousel horses, make them look like they're made of glass and filled with a soda-like liquid. So that was where I was like, that could be another way to interpret soda, is to fill in the little horses with a soda effect. Speaking of horses, I also have the Colouring Heaven collection horses. And we have this horse here that reminded me very much of sort of like the horses that are trained in the circus, especially with all this detailing and flair. And he looks like he's very scared. So you've got Circus, you've got fear, and again you've got that big empty space. So this is where you could use the soda cap bottles to, you know, make bubbles or create patterns in the background. You could also do those circles, and then if you've got striped washi tape, you could actually fill in the circles with a striped washi tape to represent again that striped circus pattern. But we've also got a lot of space down here, so maybe you could draw what he's scared of. Maybe he's got a trick that he does involving a soda bottle, and now he's just afraid of soda bottles. Maybe he's also against people littering and doesn't want them littering on the circus grounds. Now, I've already coloured in these ones, but in Creatures of the Night, there's also, again, a couple of trapeze style artists. So any of these sort of styles, very clearly Circus. I am like working up high in heights. That's a personal fear of mine. I'm not a fan of heights. So there is your fear element. And once again, it's just working in that soda in a different way. And that could be as simple as just doing bubbles in the background to help fill out the background, to add some interest. You may think of a better way to introduce soda. It could be as well, if you have a soda bottle and you've got the label that can be removed, taking that label and chopping it up and using it almost like a collage technique to help fill in the background could be a really cool element as well. The soda can tabs, like dipping that into paint and using it like a stamp for texture, could be really cool as well. So yeah, like that's a way of physically implementing soda without necessarily drawing a soda. Bad Girls Halloween Special, The Wicked Witch. This one I thought very easily to draw a literal soda bottle being balanced, but you've also got the little spider here and the cat about to attack the spider. So the spider could be actually fearful, but spiders are also scary for some people. So yeah, this is more one of those more simpler ones, and that's how you can go. You can go simpler with some of your designs. You can go more complicated with how you interpret the prompt and stuff. I just bought him another one too, right here on the spot, is that you obviously will need to decide a color scheme as well. So you could technically color this as if you were coloring it in a particular soda brand's colors. That could be another way to include soda bottles. So yeah, it's just thinking of different ways to tackle a page and get you thinking about creativity and maybe just trying something a bit different rather than just turning to a page and colouring what's there. So I hope that has inspired you with a few options, and this could be a challenge that you're interested in. So this challenge, let me get these all back up. So I hope that has helped inspire you with some ideas, some intriguing thoughts, and maybe an inkling to try this prompt challenge out and just see where you can push yourself creatively in terms of a page. So how this will work is you basically will have till the end of May. This will normally be a monthly prompt challenge, but of course we're middle of April and towards the end of April, to be honest, and I'm not going to give you a very short time frame, so we'll just run this one till the end of May, and then we'll run it monthly if it's popular. And if you want to create your pieces, and you can either tag me on Instagram or email me, I will have both my Instagram handle and my email down below that you can contact me on to send through your finished complete pictures. The actual tag will be Wheel of Prompts May 2023. So every month we will do Wheel of Prompts if this takes off. Again, well, I don't know. It's a bit of a different prompt challenge, but I'm really excited to see where I can push myself in terms of creativity and seeing what comes up, because again, this did always make me rethink coloring pages, and I've missed that, and I think it'll be really fun. If you have any comments or questions, if you have any more word suggestions for the wheels, or own thoughts of how you could interpret Circus, Fear, and Soda Pop, please let me know down below, because I'm really curious to see how you might interpret this combination of these combinations of prompts, and create a story or a design or just elements on a page that work together. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Bye!